bait right there.
Watched the northern lights flash, took a photograph on a Paris street. Have you ever climbed a tall tree, asked someone for mercy, gave something away that wasn't free? I don't wanna get a vision of you stuck in my head, because I know that you were meant to be wilder. Another night of television while you're lying in bed is slowly gonna be the death of you. Have you ever really...
Excuse me while I drive and eat a bag of nuts.
These nuts. Got him!
Today is November 2nd. To put you in perspective, this video is going to be a future video for me. I'm starting it now. I'm going to pick up a new project. I bought it because I liked it and I wanted to keep it, but my wife told me no. My friend wanted to buy it as soon as he seen it, so I guess I'm going to be selling it. But this is coming after the Honda, and I haven't even started the Honda yet at this point, except for getting it running right. So, yeah, I'm just trying to keep my ducks in a row. I'm going to get confused by recording and then not putting videos out and having all this foot. I don't know. It's going to be a mess. Anyways, this is the newest vehicle that I've ever purchased at the Coparts. It is a 2017. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's new, boys. It's got 85,000 miles on it, and it is a manual transmissions. Yeah, baby. If that doesn't make your pants tight, I don't know what will. Maybe I can sweet talk my wife a little bit and she'll let me keep it. I don't know. I really do want to keep it. Like, I know I'm saying this is a 2017 newest car, but I really don't have a car in my arsenal that is like a beater car, like I would take in a junkyard or drive it in snow without worry, or, you know, go off-road, needless to say. So there's a couple hints for you. We'll get back to you tomorrow when we go to pick it up. So see you then, turds. Alright, fellers, it's game day. Get your toe straps ready, because we're going to haul a car home. That's right, we got ourselves a 2017 Subaru Impreza Sport with a manual. Huh? With Sparko wheels and like brand new tires. Now, I didn't look at this thing in person beforehand like I said I was going to, but I'm not disappointed with this purchase at all whatsoever. $35.58 out the door for 2017. It's got 85,000 miles on it, and it's a stick. Now, we need a B-pillar, which I wasn't sure if we did or not. I was assuming we did. It's a Subaru, I don't care. I found people that sell parts for these things, and I already found 2 doors. I'm gonna ask them about the B-pillar. We need a seat or a seat airbag, and then we need a side curtain airbag. But besides that, I mean, the interior is actually in decent shape. As far as that's pushed, the door panels look good. So here we are, interior. You can see the door panels look good. You would think they'd be busted with how much that's bent, but none of the glass broke. That window's partially down. The only thing I didn't notice in the pictures, well, that headliner is going to have a rip in it right there. The only thing I didn't notice in the pictures, I just didn't look close enough, and then was the side skirt is broken right here at the end. But I'm pretty confident we can fix that. And I would use the plastic staple welder, and it broke a chunk off on the bottom. It probably mounts it. Yeah, it's still there, but I'm pretty sure we can fix that. I didn't notice this either. It scuffed this Sparko wheel, but that's the only one that got a mark on it. I hope it didn't bend it. It doesn't look like it got hit hard enough to bend it. Ooh, maybe it did. We'll have to see. There's a bend right there. Did not notice that before. I'm not sure that would affect it, how far out that is, but we don't know if it actually torqued the wheel left or right or whatever. This quarter panel, do not plan on replacing it. We can fix that. There's a dent here and a dent here. This fender I don't plan on replacing. We got a dent here and a dent here. I'm pretty sure A pillar is going to be fine. The B pillar, I can't get the doors open right now, but I can see that it's bent right here. So I'm assuming it's bent. It's surprising to me that the interior didn't get trashed from the B pillar being pushed in, but it looks pretty decent. Now, I haven't started this thing yet because the battery's completely dead, but I do have a jumper pack, so let's go ahead and get that out and try to jump this thing. Now, it's always smart to check your fluids. You can go by Copart, what they say, or you can check it yourself, and I assume you should check it yourself, honestly. So, engine bay looks really clean. Okay, battery is hooked up. Dipstick, plenty of oil on it. A little dark, but it you know, that's to be understood, I guess. Pretty familiar with this engine. Like that Subaru filter. Okay, so let me get my jump pack out. I didn't even think I brought one. I found one, and I'm not sure if it has a charger or not, so let's check it out. One of my better battery chargers, so I'm assuming it's going to be good. 77%, that's plenty. It's always good to have several of these things on hand. I did a review on this a while ago, so it's a pretty good jumper. All right, we have power. Liking the interior on this thing a lot. Turn off. It doesn't want to stay off. Got like a small mile per gallon info thing up there. big touch screen. It has some, I don't even know what to call that, perforation around the outside. Not sure if that's something you can fix or if that's a replacement type thing. Clutch feels nice. Gearbox feels pretty good. It's a 5-speed. Little sloppy in the center. Besides that, I mean, not bad. I have looked through this thing. It's a little bit crummy. There's a lot of dog hair and stuff in here. So I'm assuming that they hold their dogs a lot, but it honestly is not really that bad. Nice sunroof. Yeah, I like it a lot. Ooh, I'm still learning this camera here. I didn't mean to spin it. But one thing you will notice with the 2017 Impreza as opposed to the previous models, they have more of a 4-cylinder buzz than a boxer motor. They went to equal length headers on the 17s and up, and now they just sound like a regular 4-cylinder instead of a boxer. And the boxer is basically because of unequal length headers. That's why it gives you that different sound. Like my 2015, it had their header setup. It's like all of them come down in the same direction and go into the cat. I don't know how this one goes, but apparently they're all even and then run into the cat. So it gives you a regular 4-cylinder buzz, but apparently it's more efficient that way. So this thing has a little bit more power than mine did. Plus being a manual, I think it would feel really good. And I would love to drive this thing. I wanted to keep it, but my wife told me that's a no-go. So it was either keep this or keep the Cadillac, one of the two. And I can't really sell the Cadillac for this, although I really want to keep both. Got a problem. Happy wife, happy life. The manuals are in here. Kind of looked around. I haven't got into the back yet because I didn't have power, which now that it's running, I should have power. Let's check in the back. First time for both of us. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, they got the plastic on there. Knocked all of the side trims off there. Floor mats are here. Got some baseball mitts, some CDs. Neil Young, Fleetwood Mac. Oh man, some of these are some goodies. Clear one. And they're all here? Oh man. Man, we got some winners here. A baseball bat, a blanket, an umbrella, baseballs. Okay, so these were baseball parents. We got a spare in here, some gloves. I don't know why people don't clean their vehicles out when they total them. It's beyond me, but yeah, you got, what is that? What is this little, oh, look at this thing. It's like a work light. It's dead. That's pretty nifty. I kind of like that. Might keep it, who knows? Yeah, this thing, not that bad. Oh, that's empty. Darn it, I thought I had a drink for free. Alright, so not too eventful, unless you're a baseball dad. Then it would be pretty nifty. You got a bunch of baseballs and some gloves. But she's ran long enough. I love the color of this thing, and honestly, like the gold Sparko wheels on it, I think they just hit the spot, the right spot. This is a proximity key car, so we need to get that out of here because I don't want to lock that in here. Only one key, obviously. That's all you normally get. I like, honestly, even though it's fake, I like the carbon fiber trims. I like it overall. Pretty nice little car. It'd be even nicer if I got to keep it. But we need to hit the road. My buddy that buys 9 out of 10 of the cars I rebuild wants this. Go figure. So yeah, the last car he bought off of me was the Elantra GT that I got from here, and that was a little over a year ago. So he's you know, been faithful to me buying all my cars. But he told me he wanted a Subaru, and I knew once I got this that there was probably going to be no way that he wouldn't want it, and go figure. What a nice little car that thing is. I still honestly like the body style before that one, like mine, and they go a lot cheaper at the auction, which is honestly why I was surprised I got this one so cheap, because I remember the very first one I bought, I almost paid what I paid for this one. Now they've come down a lot. I haven't paid close to that for the last two I did, but yeah, that's a heck of a deal for 2017 with 85,000 miles on it and a standard, which they're hard to come by at the auction. So, and the Imprezas, opposed to the Crosstreks, bring a lot less money than the Crosstreks, and honestly, they are the same exact car. In fact, there's one here in front of me now that I thought about bidding on when this auction came up, and then I waited and did not bid on it. It's an insurance group Impreza, and it's sitting here waiting for somebody to pick it up. The only difference between the Crosstrek and the Impreza is suspension lift, tire size, and the cladding on the side, like the plastic trim. It's the same car. I mean, it is the same car. Everything is the same. This is a reminder to be a courteous driver when you're on the highway. I witnessed an idiot on the way here in an older Subaru wagon, like an old 97 maybe, legacy wagon. He was in the fast lane, but I don't think he liked the truck that was behind him because it was close. The truck that was behind him was like an HD Ford or a Chevy, I can't remember what kind of truck it was, and he had a trailer on with a full-size van, smashed van on the back. I figured he was going to Copart. I was going to talk to him, but he wasn't there. And he slammed on the brakes, and this guy had a kid in the passenger seat in this Legacy, and the guy in the truck almost hit him, but there was no reason for this guy to slam on the brakes, and he was holding up traffic. I ended up getting around them both because he was blocking everybody. I got in front of him with my trailer and my truck, and then I slowed down to let the truck driver go around him. And he was so mad. Apparently he may be a first responder or something. He had flashing lights in his old Subaru, and he turned the flashing lights on. And I'm just like, that's illegal. Like, you're not allowed to do that unless you're on a call or you are like an emergency situation. You're not allowed to just flick your lights on because you have them. No. That's illegal. I got it all on video. I got, the dash cam and stuff in here, and I don't know if it recorded that, but yeah, the guy was an idiot, especially with a kid in the car. That's ridiculous.
There's something in the water. I feel it taking over me. It's slowly getting harder to breathe.
So currently the car thinks the back door's open, which it kind of technically is. So it's gonna keep chiming, but it drives straight. I just wanted to make sure that rim wasn't bent and everything's good on it.
And I
So we are currently in Mexico. That's where I unloaded it at. And this is my buddy's place. And he buys like 9 out of 10 cars I rebuild. Just because, you know, I do them right. And he gets tired of cars like I do. Forgot my phone. I wanted to check that paint coat to see if it was tri-coat. We're not getting to this car for probably months. But we're storing. Yeah, my buddy lives in Mexico. How about that? So the paint coat is NAC. We'll look it up and see if it's tri-coat. Alright, so I took it for a test drive and it has this rattle on the front end. And it's like any little bump, any time you go side to side and stuff, I looked underneath, and although this thing drives perfectly straight, like there's no suspension damage, it knocked both sway bar bushings out. So it's sway bars laying in the metal brackets. So yeah, it makes a heck of a noise driving it, but it drives perfectly straight, and it's, you know, it's good. The battery is taking a charge, so before I leave, I'm going to disconnect the battery, so hopefully keep a charge for him in case he needs to move it, because this is where it's going to stay while I'm fixing the Honda, which I haven't even started yet at this point until you guys see it. I also want to add that if you are a Patreon member, you would have seen this thing months ago. But now that, you know, I'm not working on this thing right away, it's going to be a while until you see it. So the motor sounds good. We went over that. Stereo actually sounds really good. Let me show you the sway bar bushing. If you look through right there, let me see if I can get zoomed in on that. Go in. Right there's a sway bar bushing. It's on the side, and you can see it's just laying in the loop. But we do have our work cut out for us. I don't know. There's a possibility I can fix this B-pillar, but there's a possibility that I might have to patch something in. I think I don't know if it even knocked it in. This hit between the door hinges and knocked the doors in. I'm going to say it probably did bend it in some, but right here's a lot of it. This is the worst part because this is where your door seal rides, and although there's a possibility I can get this pulled out, there's also a possibility that I can't. So, and get it where the door will actually seal. So we got to get new doors to even see if we're going to be able to fix this. But I'm going to pull it out to the best of my ability. If we don't get it fixed, it looks like there's a section right here I can tell it's bent too, and I can't get this door open to even see, but we can get right to the hinges to unbolt it. I might be able to just patch in this outer shell right here from, like, you know, right here to maybe right here or something, like right above the hinge bolts, and patch it in and then body work it. I don't know, but I don't think we're gonna have to replace this whole panel, because if you look inside, the trims still fit. Everything still fits like nice, and I mean, it's still bolted in. The seat belt's still here. This seam where these two body pieces fit together, it's not pushed apart or anything. So yeah, what we're gonna have to do is, first thing on order is, I'm gonna have to grind all the paint off of these doors. We're not gonna use these doors, but I want to weld in some plates here and here and pull this out, because if it did bend right there somewhere, that might help to pull it back to shape. And there's a lot more stuff we're gonna have to do to it, but my buddy is very interested in it. We took it for a drive and he likes it. And well, that's going to be the end of this video. So if you like this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing. Hit that dislike button if your mom wants to pick me up in her Subaru and take me to ball practice. And we'll see you on the next episode of
Unwrapped.
What are we doing? No, this is the new camera. You can't do that.
Come on, grumpy old boy. Come on. Sit on my lap.
Clearness. Get. Why are you so ornery right now?
No pee on my lap.
Stu Man. What are you doing? Oh. Where'd your brother go? Miss Stella. What are you doing? So happy now. Should we say bye-bye? Oh, that's a mean face.